It's time to do some experiments today with the two Nightfire Red R8s. Yeah. Starting with Frank. Project Frank out there. This car starts and runs and drives and all that stuff, but once it gets hot it misfires. So time to find out why. That's not warmed up properly yet, but already it sounds a little tiny bit chuggy. And I've replaced one thing on here, one of these ignition lights. Look, that's the wrong one. Yes, it definitely is the wrong one. I know that because I put that one in out of Hank. Because the existing one looks like this. That's not right, is it? Yeah, the plugs come off the end. But it is making a little bit of contact, or it was before I pulled it out, and then maybe less contact when it gets hot. I don't know. I've yet to find out. Just got to wait for this heat to come through to the engine properly, and then we'll find out. Having got it warmed up a bit, the problem seems to have gone away. But you know, can't be as simple as that, surely. Well, it's got hot enough, but it does seem to want to stall a bit. So I'm not sure what that's about. But it's definitely not misfiring any longer. Back in the yard. And listen, it is misfiring. I thought I'd fixed it then, but I haven't. So there's a pity. What a shame. Captain mustered up to his usual tricks. I'm not going home early or anything, I've just got to nip out. But what a disappointment already. Why can't things be more simple? Well, I suppose the answer to that is, if they were more simple, I probably wouldn't acquire such things, would I? Right, for the moment, back to Hank. Just as a chance, you know, I thought I'd fit another dizzy cap because, you know, I've got one spare, and we'll see what happens. I can't really see it's going to make any difference, but we've got to rule out these possibilities. I think it's exceedingly unlikely that the dizzy cap will just go from working to not working completely like that, but let's see. As suspected, that didn't work. After some digging about, I have found this. And so, back to Frank again. Something else I'm going to try here. Twin spark. Wasn't expecting that. Those spark plugs are all okay. Just a bit sooty, which means that there's unburnt fuel going on, which I already know. Right, these leads aren't the correct ones, but they're in the right order. It's just that they've had to stretch and bend a bit to go into place. Right, time for another spin then. I've got to say this rattling's doing my head in. Never been in an R8 that rattles everywhere before. Can't even see where it's all coming from. Well, the car is properly warmed up. I'm just going to give it a blast up the hill now to see what happens. Blast up Kiln Lane. Ready? Right, so back in the yard there, everything was running fine, and suddenly it went like that again. But still a fail then with this one, unfortunately, but it does run better. That's the weird thing. As soon as I set off with this, I thought, ooh, this feels much quicker, and I was anticipating it all being fixed, and it was fine. and it went much further and for much longer before any problems happened. And then it started again. Another day, nowhere with Hank. And nowhere with Frank either. And now it's school run time, so the whole day's pretty much gone again. Well, that is the end of the video. Hank or Frank, which one ends up fixed? Well, neither. The end of the video may as well be as disappointing as my day making it. That's what happens sometimes. We do it happening a bit less. As for Hank, there just doesn't seem to be a day at any point where it does want to be fixed. So it's not a happy car, though. Hello. If you like this channel and all it stands for and what I do here, etc., then I have a little ask. To all of my subscribers and future subscribers and future regular viewers, this is 10 ways you can help Project Nigel thrive and survive and not fail. The first thing, and I know this is a big ask, but it will make a huge difference. If you could not skip the adverts, just tolerate those big companies trying to sell you stuff you don't need. It'll pay me. Yeah, it makes a really big difference. They don't really want to pay me if you've skipped the adverts. And I know it's inconvenient, and I know it's annoying, and I know those precious seconds count, but it could make all the difference.